Groups of emus are often seen in fields beside the road near the opal mining town of Lightning Ridge. But one emu that can't be missed is the 18-metre high Stanley, the brainchild of outback artist John Murray. Volkswagen Beetle car bodies feature in its construction. And as for the origin of the name Lightning Ridge, the story goes that back in the 1870s, a shepherd with his flock and his dog were wiped out by a lightning strike. Compared to most opal mining towns, Lightning Ridge is well established, with its caravan parks, surfers club, 5-star Olympic pool and water theme park, youth centre and skate park, artesian ball baths, as well as a 360-student school and shops. And did I mention an 18-hole golf course? Art by John Murray, who has his studio in town, is seen featured everywhere. Lightning Ridge, which is famous for its black opal, also has its mine diggings with plenty of quirkiness. There are also plenty of mine tours available. The one we decided to visit was, as far as opals go, rather a dud. Its rather sinister name comes from a nearby sign in the shape of a hand which is painted black. Within its chambers and tunnels is a different form of treasure.
So he's actually dug this whole sandstone level out here. There's no opal up here. It's in that clay level further down. Ron's dug all this out over 24 years just to do carvings.
Yes, gosh.
All started back in 97. He just hand cut those steps all the way from the surface by himself. He wanted to do a walk down tourism mine where he could invite people down. So he did them all the way to the bottom level there. Done it as a bet with one of his mates. It ended up taking him 6 months and he won $100. It wasn't the best bet that he'd ever done.
No.
He's had no formal lessons, no art classes or anything. It's all self-taught. So first chamber, humble beginnings, and he just got better and better as he went along.
All these carvings were created by miner and artist Ron Canlin, using the tools of his trade, a jackhammer and pickaxe, and a few kitchen utensils. When it became apparent that the mine was not sustainable as a source of opals, Ron decided to invite tourists in. His interest in carving flourished with his newfound talent, and the mine grew into the world-class tourist attraction we see today. We had the opportunity to see one of Ron's carving tools that had been reshaped with years of use.
There's 3 little opals on each side. He put bloody solids on it too, as well. And the funny part about it all is that he lost it a couple of Easters ago. He had it in his pocket and it fell out of his pocket up in the car park.
Oh, no.
He's running around down here in a fluster. Where's me knife? Where's me knife? And this girl said, oh, I saw a knife up in the car park. He said, oh, he took her up there, sure enough, here it is, lying in the car park, the opal sparkling away on the handle, nobody picked them up.
Lucky.
And that anyway, he come back down with the girl and that, then he got his tin out and he gave her a couple of stones.
Leaving the opal fields behind, we headed west on the Gwydir and New England highways to Tenterfield. There are many impressive historical buildings in Tenterfield. The first one we encountered was Stanham House. With no expense spared, the Victorian Italianate mansion was built in the 1880s. It is now open for accommodation. It is also believed to be haunted. The golden era of train travel is reflected in the grand design of Tenterfield's 1886 railway station and precinct. Now a museum, it is beautifully maintained by the Tenterfield Railway Station Preservation Society since the line was closed in 1989. Other interesting buildings include the 1881 Post Office and the School of Arts building where Sir Henry Parkes delivered his Federation speech. This speech is credited with reigniting the debate that ultimately led to Federation on the 1st of January 1901. During its interesting history, the Tenterfield saddlery was used as a bank and at one time a private home. In 1908, George Woolnow became the next saddler to trade from the building. His grandson, singer and songwriter Peter Allen, immortalised George in the words of his song Tenterfield Saddler. On display here are a pair of the entertainer's red show shoes. From Tenterfield, we headed to the town casino and a caravan park for our overnight stay. When we arrived, we found that we were one of only a few travellers. Due to the devastating floods throughout the New South Wales Northern River region, thousands of people were displaced from their homes. Caravan parks, like this one at Casino, were full of motorhomes and cabins that accommodated families and medical and emergency workers. This behind-the-scenes revelation brought home to us the enormity of the aftermath of the disaster. We were now on the last leg of our Across Australia journey as we used the Bruxner Highway and the Bangalow-Lismore Road to reach our destination at Byron Bay and Cape Byron. But when we reached Bangalow, the rain had set in, not the finish to the trip we had hoped for. But by the time we had travelled the 15 odd kilometres to Byron, the weather was looking more promising. And as for the bay, very impressive. But we were after the most easterly point on the Australian mainland, so we started on our walk to the nearby Cape Byron. On the way, we passed by Watergoes Beach, obviously a very popular spot with locals and tourists alike. The top of Cape Byron is dominated by its dazzling white lighthouse, which has been an aid to shipping since 1901. It also claims to be the most powerful lighthouse in Australia. Lighthouses aside, we now had a celebration to make, as we had finally achieved our goal. Right across the country from Steep Point to Byron Bay, we made it. Whee! Thank you for watching our Across Australia series, and along with our East-West Across Capricorn series and other adventure videos from Arnhem Land in the north to Tasmania in the south. Hope they inspire you to get out there and experience our wonderful country.